Welcome to the call this evening. We're going to get started in about 5 to 6 minutes. Appreciate you being on time. Welcome, Jason. We're going to get started in just a few minutes.
Hey, Josh. It's Jason. How you doing?
Doing great. How you doing, buddy? Been having an awesome week.
Yeah, I'm still going. I'm heading out tomorrow too.
All right.
Did you ever get? I got Alyssa's on. I had her sign in a little bit early. We were just curious. She was trying to see those leads. She never was able to get any of those leads.
Okay, I will check on those first thing in the morning. I know we did that last week, and I just didn't even look back at it because we had that training here with the Texas team traveled to Florida. So I will look at that first thing in the morning.
Okay, there wasn't very many. Is there going to be some more direct mail sent out in Colorado? Do you know?
Welcome to the call, everybody. Yes, we should have today. I think we got an updated inventory, so I'll email it to you right after the call. Okay.
That's fine. I'll talk to you later about it. I thought.
All right. Welcome, everybody. We're gonna get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate you guys being on time. Welcome to the call, everybody. We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. Welcome, Sadie. Welcome, Vivian. Brianna. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello. Dorothy, welcome. Alyssa. Going to get started in just a few minutes, guys. Welcome to the call. We're gonna get started in just one more minute. I got 8 o'clock p.m. on the clock, but we got a bunch of people still joining, so give us like another 60 seconds, and we're gonna get started. Welcome everybody. Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome everybody. Give yourselves a pat on the back for taking the time out to get on this training tonight. We normally go through, a number of things, but we're going to do something a little bit different today. My name is Joshua Napier. I'm going to be hosting the call tonight. I'm a regional director, national director with Senior Life Insurance Company. And we're just going to answer a few questions that we've been having some issues with. We got a lot of new updates coming. We want to go over a few things, just so that way you guys understand the new website, the portal access and everything like that. So guys, this will be, a semi-open call. So please feel free to ask questions, put your questions in the chat box, or, if you get to a point where I'm saying something and, you need a little clarity, just raise your hand. It's a little button on the Zoom for you to raise your hand and I'll get to your questions. But welcome to Thursday evening's training, guys. And hey, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me know if you can see my screen okay, because I got a couple things I want to share and show you guys tonight. Anybody? Jason, let me know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. So guys, we have the single most aggressive compensation plan in America. Guys, we have the opportunity to grow up to 150% commission in your first year. No other opportunity gives you that, that chance to really grow that big. Guys, you have the opportunity. There's, I really wanted to start here because, we had some questions on, breakdown and how you move accordingly. So guys, I'm going to jump right in. So if you can see all of the commission structures here, all new agents. I don't know, if you guys are seasoned or if you guys know we got some new agents on the line. I just want to go right here to show you guys every new agent coming on board with Senior Life starts at a 90% commission, and you are an agency owner from day one. Give me 1 second, guys. I got some more people joining the call. Welcome. Okay, you are an agency owner from day one, guys, and it says here you can earn your way to 150. Now, how you do that? Let's go ahead and scroll up a little bit. You have the opportunity to, once you write your first 5,000 in production, you will get a commission increase. You will go from 90 to 95%, and then that will put you from an agency owner to a regional sales director. Okay. Next, once you issue 10,000 in business, and we've had agents do this in the same month. So it's no limit on the way you can grow and how fast you can grow. The only limitation is yourself. Okay. So once you write your first 5,000, you get an increase. Once you write 10,000, you get an increase to 100%. But then right after that is where it starts to get a little sticky for you guys. If you're a great self-generator, or you just really want to, hit some big goals, you have the opportunity to write 25,000 in production and get an increase to, 105%. Or as an agency owner, you have the opportunity to bring some people into this opportunity. What I mean is recruit some individuals, help somebody else, see your dream. And you can hire some people, and your agency production can amount to that 25 and, premium for that month. And then you will still get an increase. So that could be 5 agents doing 5, or one agent doing 25 on its own. But as you move up, as you can see, 110%, you have to issue 50,000, whether that's an individual producer or if that is an agency. If you have agents behind you, whenever you hit that total, that's when you get that increase, and so on and so on. Once you hit 100,000, you have the opportunity to go up to 115, 125, 120, and so on and so on. But guys, I want you to see this clearly, so that way you can understand where you are and where you want to be. You have the opportunity to grow. No one can stop you from reaching 150%. Okay. Now, all of this information you can definitely find on the company website, which is where we are now, and which takes me to my next topic, is talking about your agent resources and your portal. So I know when we do trainings, we talk about, agent resources. You see here, it says the store, the resources, the portal. But I'm going to go ahead and get to this right now so you guys can see, because we have an update coming, I think next week on March 8th, where the agent resources will no longer be available as an option to click on. So what I mean by that is everything that you need to find will be located inside your agent portal. Guys, this is your agent portal. Once you go to seniorlifeinsurancecompany.com, I was going through the steps. I'm sorry if I confuse somebody. You'll go here, and then you will click on, if you have it saved or whatever, your agent ID will always be your agent number. If you go to change it, you need to get in touch with your upline immediately, so that way you can regain access, because the system will kick you out if you try to change your standard login. So it's going to be your 6-digit agent number and the last 4 of your social. It's going to be your password. Okay. So that's how you will log in. But once you do that, it's going to open up onto a page that looks like this. And it's going to tell you all of the updates that you need to know for advertising. You notice that we have the Slice app, and the Leads the Way download is now built onto your agent portal. You no longer have to go to agent resources to try to find this, because on March 8th, again, agent resources will no longer be a tab for you to access. Okay. As it says here, download and links from the agent resources website are now available for download on the Slice, and the Leads the Way are located at the top of your page. I got a couple of things blocking my view, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see this very clear. And it says the resources site will no longer be updated and will be redirected on Monday the 8th. So keep in mind, if you guys are looking for anything in resources, it's going to be all right here inside your portal. Okay. Everything. So if you have an iPad, as a new agent, if you have an iPad, you will be able to download the Slice app and get out in the field and, write business with that iPad. But you will need to have an Apple product to use the Slice app. I only say that because I wanted to give some clarity on that. Now, with the Telesales website, it says Slice Telesales. You can download that on an Android tablet, or you can use your laptop, and you will actually be able to write sales the same way you would with the Slice app on an iPad through the telesales system. The only difference is with the iPad, you can physically collect a live signature and a check from your client, meaning, whenever you solidify a sale, you got a client that's ready to go ahead and get the plan set up. They write you a check dated for the day or whatever day that they want to post it out. You only get 7 days, just, another little bit of clarity. You only get 7 days to post date business for your new clients. So whenever that client writes that check, you have the opportunity to collect that check and take a picture with the iPad. The difference If you have a laptop, you're using a desktop computer from home or an Android tablet, you will not be able to collect a check and you will not be able to get a live signature. You will have to do a recording with your client. So whether you're working telesales, you have to do a recording at home. If you're in the field and you have to use the telesales system starting out, you're going to have to do a recording with Miss Jones while you're in front of her, just to give you an idea of where you are and where you're headed. Okay. Your agent store is where you will get all of your materials, marketing materials. If you want to purchase any Senior Life apparel, any shirts, you see how it redirects you directly to the page. As soon as you click on it, it takes you to agent kits, marketing materials, Spanish materials. We have some Spanish agents in our organization. If you know of someone that, you're trying to hire, you're trying to present this opportunity to, you have the opportunity to get all of this information, all of this merchandise. Most of the stuff that we use for sales and recruiting is free. You just have to pay for shipping. So just, when you're going through it, I'm not going to go through each tab tonight. I just want to show you guys how to access everything. Okay. So everything you need is here. And also, if you're in Texas, I don't know who is in Texas on this phone, you actually have information for Senior Life of Texas. All right. I want you guys, especially if you're new agents, take the time to go through every bit of information I'm about to go over tonight, starting with the slice and the agent portal and everything else we're going to go into. Take the time to study your business, familiarize yourself with the systems, with the portal, so that way you can be sufficient out in the field. You can, execute your activity properly without, chasing your tail, as I like to call it. Got somebody jumping in the call. Welcome to the call, sir. Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. Okay, anybody got any questions on the Senior Life store? Okay, so let's go back here. All right, so anti-money laundering quiz. For those new agents, if you have never completed an anti-money laundering quiz, you will have to go on here and complete one within, I think, the first 30 to 60 days of being contracted or being licensed. Most of you have had your license for a while. You probably already completed one of these, but just for future references, excuse me, if you're hiring new agents or you have some people that, have never done this, make sure they go on and get this taken care of, because the state will require it to be done. So Senior Life just gives you the opportunity to do it through our system, a lot easier than trying to find it online or find some outside source. Okay. So again, let's go back. For all of my leaders, managers, recruiters, you have the opportunity to book a seminar from your portal. You can click on this here and let me know if you guys lose the screen, because sometimes when we go to share certain things, it shows up blank. So if it shows up blank, somebody let me know. But on here, you can book a seminar. You can actually go and it says create a social media flyer. You can do all of this from the comfort of your portal sitting at home. Now the home office does well with, getting things done. If you guys need to email us something to get taken care of, but they're trying to find a way to make it more hands-on for you. So everything is accessible at your fingertips. So you can create a social media flyer to promote your business, to bring in recruits, sales or whatever you need to do. From here, you can actually set a date from when you want to set that seminar. You book a date, you put a location, put your information on here, email, and the home office will go ahead and generate information out to licensed agents in that area to make sure that you can have a successful turnout. Okay. Of course, your upline will make sure that, everything goes smooth. If you're direct with me and Sharnetta, we make sure we travel, we come out and we help you guys at meetings and stuff like that. But this is just a way to make everything easier. So that way, we're not kind of trying to figure it out as we go. If you got in the mind, hey, I want to start recruiting some agents, you can go on here and fill this information out. We will get an email automatically. The home office will start to generate some information, again, like I said, to licensed agents in that area. So again, just a lot of ways where they're trying to give you access to at your fingertips. You see start time, you can actually set the time of the meeting from this, any specific instructions, that needs to get done. Take your time and go through this. Of course, if you're a leader and you want to build, take the time to go through this so that way you can familiarize yourself with it. And it'll make a lot of things much easier. Okay. Now, this is a flyer. And again, I just went over that with the individuals that are building. That's another thing that you can look into. So, okay, all of this information, your production report, whenever you write business, you want to make sure that your production went through, your client actually paid, that the policy got issued out. You'll go there to the production report to make sure that that was sent out. Your agent balances here. This is where you will see any balances that you pay for leads or anything like that. Let's just click on that. Okay. If you have health insurance, any savings amount, because Senior Life gives you the opportunity to create a savings. They can take a portion of your income and put it in a separate account if that's something that you want to set up, and they will have a savings account. So every time you get paid, you won't even miss it. You won't even see it. You can actually have a savings account through the company if you don't have something like that set up. Any advertising costs, any health insurance costs, lead amount costs, all of that stuff goes right here. Your documents is where you will see where you get all of your leads and all of your advance statements, how you get paid and everything, as you guys can see. You have the opportunity to get paid every single day with Senior Life, okay? But it all boils down to how bad you want it. I know with new agents, things are a little tough in the beginning to start something new. When I got into this opportunity, this business, I didn't know anything about sales. So, but everything that's worth having isn't going to be easy to get. So you got to just, stick and stay, and you'll get your pay. And I've been with Senior Life now 3 years, and things have been awesome ever since I decided to make the switch over here. Give me 1 second, guys. I got some more people jumping onto the call. Okay, so here is where you can upload documents. If you have a missed payment or anything like that, we have an app called Citrix ShareFile, which was another topic that I was going to go into. But since I see that's another update that's here on the portal, the Citrix is an app that you will get on your iPad. Most of you probably have never used it, and of course, because you're fairly new, you probably hadn't got to a point where you got a client missed a payment yet. But that's what it's used for. If you have any documents that need to be uploaded, legacy forms, if a client needs to add a beneficiary, and they don't call the company, they call you, just anything like that, you'll get those forms filled out, and you can upload them to either Citrix through your iPad, or you can go onto your agent portal now. As of what I'm seeing recently, you can go on here, click add, and download that document if you've already scanned it, or made it a PDF, whatever. You can download it and send it directly to the company through your portal. Okay. Any online forms, this is just stuff that, of course, I'm going through these tabs, but you guys as the agents, you want to know your business. So all of this stuff, please go through it. As you guys can see, any documents that you need for a specific state, guaranteed issue, easy issue, 20-page standard, administrative forms. You see that policy, beneficiary change request, transfer of ownership. If you have, lead debt you want to repay in quarterments, you can set a payment plan up through company. Correction sheets you need to download, legacy information, Spanish scripts, recording scripts, correction sheets for all of that. Just going through it, business card order form, licensing department, 50/50 plan, direct deposit form, all of this stuff. Please do your due diligence and go through and learn it. Okay. Health qualifications, for those of you that have heard that Senior Life gives you 100% medical benefits, I'll go ahead and talk about that now. You have 100% medical benefits with the company, whether you decide to start that day one, or if you start that after your production starts to grow. Your production can actually pay for that, but it depends on what you qualify for through your production. So the price of your insurance will be based on your production. So whether it's a health plan for one, or if you have a big family and you want to add them all on that plan, everybody can benefit from that 100% health benefit being an agent with Senior Life. And also, for those of you that don't know, you have legacy assurance for free because you're an agent. So if anything happens to you unexpected, Senior Life is going to make sure they take care of those things for the final expenses and get your merchandise and everything covered, and for you and all of your immediate family, our legacy members. Okay. So just a heads up, if some of you new individuals, you want to go and write a policy for your mom, your grandma, because it's a great plan and they don't have anything like this, they already have legacy. So, all right. So any questions before I move on to my next topic? Okay. All right. So how to properly order leads, guys. I want to see if I have it on my email here. Maybe not, but all right. So I want to talk about how to properly order leads. Most of us coming in, we want to get leads. Of course, you want to get started, you want to make money, but for everything to be smooth and clean, we have a format that we want everyone to use. So that way, you can get your leads effectively, and it's quick and it's not hard to read. It's just simplified, okay? And what that is your first and last name. So if you guys don't have a pen and paper, I would advise just grab one, so that way you can kind of follow along and you know what the format is. It's really, really simple. We just want to make it simple for you guys. We've seen, things get really, really crazy with leads, especially on Thursdays and Fridays, which I'm gonna go over the system in just a second, okay? Now, first and last name, then your agent number, okay? And then the area you want the leads, city and state. You can even get it all the way down to a specific zip code if you want it that way. You can get the leads down to a zip code. So first and last name, agent number, city and state. Got somebody else adding the call. Okay. And then the amount of leads and the type of lead that you want. So Senior Life, we generate our own leads just for, some clarity. We have TV leads, Facebook leads, direct mail leads, which are my favorite, the website leads, different ways that we generate leads and we're able to help people and we get responses from, okay? So when you're ordering leads, make sure you specify the type of lead because you may want a TV lead and then you just say, I want 10 leads. And you may end up with 10 website leads, or you want website leads and you may end up with 10 Facebook leads. So it's really, critical that you follow the format. Again, first and last name, your agent number, the area where you want those leads, whether it's a city and state or if it's a specific zip code for where you live, and the total amount of leads and what type of lead that you want to order. That's how you should order your leads every week or whenever you place an order. So that way we can get those leads to you effectively and quickly. Okay. So we don't have to go and adjust the email so that way the lead department can understand it. Just, stick to that format. I hope everybody got it. And if you guys miss anything, I'll put my number and my email address on here right before the call is over. Okay. So that's how you properly order leads. And the system, our week starts on Thursday. Okay. So write this down if you guys have pen and paper. System starts on Thursday. You want to get your leads. I don't care if you even, put the lead order in on Wednesday. You want to order your leads on Thursday at no later than Thursday. We have, we can get leads on Friday, but it's really, really hectic. You got to understand the home office is huge. It's thousands of agencies throughout the nation, and Fridays can get pretty hectic. So to make sure that you get your leads, make sure you place them by Wednesday or Thursday because the company inventory is first come, first serve. So whoever in whatever state asks for those leads first, they're going to get them. And you try to get them on Friday and they may not be any more available. So Wednesday or Thursday, make sure you get those leads ordered. Friday, you should be downloading your leads, sorting through them so that way you can be ready for Saturday morning to set appointments. This is how you should go about the weekend because this makes sure that your week is very, very smooth going into the upcoming week that you got. So you want to set appointments from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the morning. As you do this, the more you do it, you'll get better and you'll be able to shorten the time down. I mean, I get to a point now I can start setting appointments at 8 and I'm done by 9:30, or 10. If it depends on how many leads you have too, but you want to try to call through all of your leads between 8 and 11. All right. And if you don't get them between 8 and 11, the next call time is between 5 and 8 p.m. in the evening on that Saturday. Okay. If you don't reach them and all else fails, and you got to run through those leads again, the last call time for setting appointments is Sunday evening between 5 and 8, at the latest 9 o'clock, depending on your area. And then that should get you 6 appointments for Monday. By calling through them that many times, you're bound to get somebody on the phone. You should have 6 appointments set for Monday, 6 appointments set for Tuesday. And those appointment times should be 9, 11 in the morning, 1, 3, 5, and 7. Your latest appointment should be, at least 5 o'clock. But we try to shoot for a 7 o'clock appointment. Why? Sorry, let me get some water. Why we shoot for a 7 o'clock appointment? Because if someone sets a 7 o'clock appointment with you guys, that's a done deal. It's closed. Most people that don't want what we have aren't going to want you sitting at their house at 7. So if you get a 7 o'clock appointment, you can pretty much say that's a closed sale. Okay. So those are our appointment times. If you can get 6 appointments on Monday, 6 appointments on Tuesday, the goal is to get 15 presentations in the week. Not 15 doors you knock on, not 15 people you talk to, 15 actual presentations throughout the week that will set you up for a $5,000 week in annualized premium, which will give you a $20,000 month. If you do that every single week, you can do a consistent $20,000 in annual premium every single month if you follow this system. And what does 20,000 in premium look like for you as a new agent? Well, that's going to take home, that's going to be anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000 that you're going to take home in your pocket after commission breakdowns and policy types. All of that, that's your money. And Senior Life isn't going to say, hey, stop writing business, go home. They're going to keep paying you. The more people you see, the more people you help, the more you're going to get paid. I love the system. We get paid daily and on submission, so that's why I like being in the field. Telesales is an opportunity for all of us. You have the opportunity to do this from home or in the field. But if you're a new agent and you've never done this before, I would say, the field is the way to go. You can maximize your time and maximize your amount of people you're able to see in a day when you're in the field. Okay. So that is your week. That is your system. System stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. So if you follow the system, you'll be able to succeed with Senior Life. Okay. It's a proven system. Everybody that is doing it here has made, a way for them to succeed. That commission breakdown that you guys are looking at, it'll be a breeze if you follow the system and do that. Guys, 15 presentations every week is proven. It's solid gold. And then you do it all over again. Come Wednesday, if you got a couple of no-shows from Monday and Tuesday, you just follow up with them on Wednesday. And then Thursday, you get more leads if you want, or if you want to keep working through the ones you got, just remember that's a part of the system. Thursday is your leads. Friday is setting them up. That's your organization day, unless you're recruiting. Now, if you're a manager and you're recruiting, Friday is going to be your recruiting day. You want to be on the phone all day trying to hire new agents, okay? And we have a system for that as well, set up for that, which most of you already know we do on the manager trainings, okay? But Friday should be your organization day. We'll run through this one last time. Saturday is setting appointments. Sunday is family day. I go to church. I take my family to church with the kids. We may go to the park. We hang out, so that's my day to kind of regroup from the week. And Monday, you should be at your first house by 9 o'clock. Tuesday, you should be at your first house by 9 o'clock. And if you didn't, catch up with everybody Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you should be at those houses by 9 o'clock, following up with those individuals that you didn't catch up with, and over and over and over. Yep, it's repetition, but that is the water to this business that's going to grow your business into the plant, the tree, the flower that you want it to be. But you have to water your business with this system, okay? Any questions before I move forward? All right. Now, I want everybody to go through their new agent PDF email. What I mean by that is every last one of you on this call has either talked to Sharnetta Barnes personally, or have talked to myself, or you were hired through one of our managers. You were sent a new agent PDF package when you first got contracted. That consists of tracking sheets, daily tracking sheets, weekly tracking sheets, your monthly tracking goals, like your monthly goals that you want to hit. it has your business card order form, which you guys can, we're going to update this email soon, because now you can do your business cards on the website, on the agent portal that I was just looking at. But it has credit card authorization form, which is a piece of a document that you can add states. So if you're an individual that's licensed in multiple states, you have the opportunity to get appointed in all of those states, because we're not a captive company, for one, and we're not territorial. So you have the opportunity to grow your business as big or as small as you want. If you want to be an agency of one, that's perfectly fine. You can make a lot of money doing that. But if you really want to see your business grow, and at some point step away from your business, and let your business continue to work for you, then building is the way to go, and recruiting is how you do that. And you can be an agency of 300, 400, 1,000 individuals if you want. We have a senior partner that's with Senior Life that has over 1,000 agents. Our direct partner, Mr. Rob Ellsbury. Okay, me and my wife Sharnetta Barnes, like I said, most of you I've talked to, we've been with Senior Life. I think it'll be 3 years in the next couple of months. It's only been a little bit less than 3 years we've been with Senior Life, and we have over 300 agents, between 14 different states. So the opportunity is here, guys. You can make it as huge as you want, or you can just focus solely on yourself. It's really up to you. You control your business. That's what I love about Senior Life. They give you that. Okay. But I want every last one of you to go through that email that was sent to you. Now, if you haven't received it, we need to make sure you get that immediately, especially before, you receive your writing number. If you hadn't already finished your contracting information, whatever the situation, we need to make sure you have that, because that's where you're going to get everything that you need to get going in this business. Okay. All of that stuff, it has door knocking scripts. It has appointment setting scripts, verbal voice scripts. So you know what to say to your client. It has some of the trainings that we're doing now. It has some pre-recorded trainings that are on that email. So all of the stuff that you need to understand getting going, it's all inside of there. Okay. Rebuttals, objection scripts, all of that type of stuff you can find inside of that new agent email. Okay. Let me see. I got a question right here. Okay. All right. Thank you, Brittany, for answering that question. That's awesome. All right. So I'm going to move along, guys. Okay. So your product knowledge, that's another thing. That's a big thing. I'm going to go here. If you guys can see my screen, I'm going to try to open up this agent manual, which I don't even see anymore. It looks like they took the agent manual off. That's incentives. That's the scoop. Guess I don't see an agent manual. So, but your agent manual is also inside that PDF email I was just talking about. You do have a PDF copy of the agent manual in there. I made sure that was in there. You can go through there, and it describes product knowledge all the way to a T. What types of policies, who qualifies for those policies, and all the way down to medications. How many medications, if it's 2 or more, they qualify for this. If it's 2 or less, they qualify for this. If they are between the ages of 40 and 80 years old, they qualify for this. If they're younger than 40, all of that stuff is kind of laid out in a scale for you to understand verbally. But what I want you guys to understand is not to overthink this process, because your Slice app, your telesales system, it's going to be the brains of your operation. Okay. I want you guys just to do your due diligence and study it. But as you go through the Slice app, it narrows down all of the options for you. It does all the thinking. It qualifies your client depending on their current situation, depending on height, weight, medications, and how old they are currently from their birthday. It's going to go ahead and route you to the right plan for that specific client. So you have to just choose the option on the top of the screen and then go forward. But don't overthink this, but study it, so that way why you're qualifying these people, or why they qualify for a certain plan. You can explain it thoroughly when you're in the home. There's nothing worse than getting in front of a presentation and you get choked up and then you don't know what to say, or a client asks a question and you don't have an answer for. So definitely do your homework on your business. Okay. Right here in notification and documents, it talks about, it has the scoop. The scoop magazine is something that they put out every month. They highlight a different agent every single month, and they talk about, the numbers company wide, what everybody done, who all progressed, who got raises. Motivation is just for those individuals that, that need that motivation. They talk about some things that some actual agents with the company, you know, where they started and where they are now. It gives you like a little bit of story and background on them. Incentive trips. You know, Senior Life does well with company sponsored trips. I mean, they're all expense paid. So guys, all you have to do is do your job. You know, go to help clients. That's all we do. We like to say the formula for success is STP. STP stands for See the People. We get a free, all expense paid, company sponsored trip just for going to help people. What we decided to do when we decided to get licensed. We signed up to help people. So just for doing your job, Senior Life takes care of you. And then you can also qualify to win, you know, cash bonuses once you receive the invitation. Depending on production level, you can either get a free invite to go to the trip. They'll pay for your travel, they'll pay for your room, they pay for everything that's there, or you can qualify to get that plus a cash bonus when you get there. You won't even have to spend any of your own cash. Isn't that great? Okay, I think it's awesome. It's amazing. The video flyer just talks about the trip, whatever trip is coming up for that year. It gives you like a video scene of the area, the resort, wherever we're going to be, the island. You know, depends on where we're going at that time. This year coming up, it's I think it's Riviera Maya, Mexico. We're going to be there for 7 days, I believe. So it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. We had a lot of people qualify for that trip. If you missed out on this one, you definitely, especially as a new agent, you have time to qualify for the next one. And you too can be wherever we are enjoying the fruit of your own labor. Okay. All of this here is just more information for you to study on IT department notifications. If there's any updates coming for that, slice guide for new agents, senior care brochure, legacy testimonials, legacy products, you know, the opportunity brochure. All of this stuff is really, really key knowledge for a new agent. So definitely take your time to study, especially if you're waiting the 24 to 48 hours for your contract process to get accepted. You have time to go through and study all of this. So that way, when your writing number is active, you can get the ball rolling. Okay. So the importance of your tracking sheets. You know, this is probably going to be the last subject because I had a list of things that, you know, were questions over this past week. So after this, I'm going to open it up for questions. You know, anybody that has any questions, we'll give about maybe 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes to answer some questions. But the importance of your tracking sheets, guys, is knowing which way you're headed. See, nobody's ever hit a target that they can't see. You know, you ever try playing darts and you don't have a dartboard? You know, it's kind of hard to make any points, right? Or, you know, if you like to hunt, you ever went to a hunting range or whatever, and you know, target practice, but they don't have any targets out there. You know, it's you can't hit something that you can't physically see. So the importance of your tracking sheets is to give you a descriptive outline of your activity. So that way you know what you need to do to hit a certain mark. And also, so that way your upline knows exactly how to help you when you're out in the field. See, we can have these training calls and we can tell you a number of things and techniques that we've learned along the way that helps us succeed. But you guys actually got to put the action forth to it. So the tracking sheets is really, really simple. What you do is just, you know, you tally each section and everything is laid out, you know, from how many dials you made that day or how many door knocks you did, how many clients did you see, what type of client was it a lead, was it a canvas, was it a stranger walking down the street, how many presentations did you do that day, that week, how many appointments did you set that week. All of this stuff is really, really specific, so that way you know what area you're lacking or what area you need to improve on, whatever you want to look at it. But for me, just being 100% transparent, I didn't really get ahead in this business until I started to look at myself in the mirror. What I mean by looking at myself in the mirror is those tracking sheets. See, we can tell ourselves that we're busy. We can run around like a chicken with our head cut off, you know, chasing our tail, you know, whatever, saying that, oh, I'm doing all of this. I'm running this many people. But when I actually started to track myself, I noticed that I was a bunch of baloney. I'm just gonna say it. I made a bunch of excuses. I made up reasons to go home early. I have children. For those of you that know, me and Sharnetta, we have 5 beautiful children. You know, and it's real easy to get distracted when you're in the field. You know, it's easy to pick up your phone and somebody says, "Oh, I need some help," or I need this, or "Dad, can you come do this?" Or Mom, can you take me to the store? Or my mother, I got a doctor's appointment. Right? We all have the same type of issues in our family, but it's really easy to get distracted in the field. So when I started tracking my business, it really showed me where I was wasting more time rather than capitalizing on my time. And what I mean by that is, if you actually do a self-reflect and you lay out the things that you do the most of and things that you need more improvement on, you'll really kind of see that the scales are tipped in the wrong direction. And that's when we got to give ourselves a checkup from the neck up and really get going. That the only way we can succeed is if we really put one foot in front of the other and make the improvements that's needed. So the tracking sheets is a really, really easy way to give yourself that self-evaluation. So, just to give a real quick, I was training with some individuals this week and we tracked our business every day this week. One day we did about 60 houses. That's included with leads. We maybe ran 10 leads. We did some T system. The T system is knocking on the door on the right, the left, and the neighbor across the street. And it was some areas where we just, knocked on multiple doors, just to try to get in front of more people. Because with a direct mail lead, if one person got it on that block, everybody got it on that block. So you can, if it's an area that's, wide open and you got some people outside or some doors you want to knock on, utilize that, in between appointments. One of the biggest things that I did in the beginning that kind of hurt me was just running leads. And what I mean by that is going from lead to lead to lead to lead to lead to lead to lead, expecting all the leads to buy. But then when I realized that I can maximize my time and see a couple of the neighbors, a lead, I want to clarify this, guys. A lead is just something to lead you to an area that you wouldn't have never been in if you didn't have that piece of paper. What I mean by that is don't expect the leads to buy. Yes, some of them will buy. Some of them got to think about it. Some of them got to talk to their spouse. Some of them is not a good time. They can't afford it. They got to wait till the first. I mean, all of these things are something you're going to run into in the field. But mentally, as an agent, don't expect the leads to buy. You want to go there and try to drop off some information, educate them on the program, but don't expect them to buy because I get most of my leads. I'll say 40% of my leads buy, but the other 60% of my sales come from canvassing an area, T system, door knocking, saying hi to Miss Jones looking out the window. I mean, don't be a secret agent. Don't be scared to talk to people because that's all we do. We get paid to talk to people on a regular basis. And guys, just so you know, we talk all day anyway and we don't get paid for it. So when you're out with your clients, that's it. We get paid to have a conversation. So, just if I can leave anything with you guys tonight, if you can find a way to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, then you're ready to succeed. I had when I first got into this business, I had never knocked on anyone's door. I was a customer service person. I worked at restaurants. I managed stores. I did it all. I did construction. So I knew how to talk to people, but I'd never done this. So it was a challenge. It was a challenge. But anything that's challenging is going to be so much more worth what you're going through. So guys, this is an amazing opportunity. I can talk on and on and on and on and on all day because I'm very, very passionate about it. It's changed my life, my family's life, 3, 4 short years ago when I first got into this opportunity. I've been licensed, I think 5 years now. When I first got into this business, again, like I said, I knew nothing of it. I had to fall on my face. I had to scrape my knees. I had to, go through all of the obstacles that most people normally will go through in this business. When you're starting a business, it's hard. It's hard to get things off the ground on your own. But what Senior Life does and has done for me and my family is given me the vehicle that I need to drive me to the success. Okay. It's giving me the gas, the fuel, the fire inside of me to go after the things that I know I deserve. And guys, you all have the same opportunity, whether you want to be an agency of one or if you want to be a big thing with this business. I mean, you have that right now at your fingertips. But what are you going to do with it? That's the bigger choice. That's the biggest thing. It's only 3% of people in the country in the world, I believe, that are that makes over six figures a year. Why are there only 3% of individuals that make that amount of money? It's because successful people do what unsuccessful people aren't willing to do. Some people go the extra mile and some won't, you know. And if you want to reach great heights in your success, you got to be willing to do some things that other people don't want to do. You got to go that extra mile. You got to stay an extra hour. You got to push a little bit harder. But I guarantee you guys, the reward is so much worth it. Nobody said this business is easy, especially for the seasoned agents. You guys can definitely attest to that. This business is not easy, but Senior Life has made it simple for you to succeed. Now all you got to do is just take the keys, stick it in that car, fill the gas up, which is your passion, your energy, put that gas in that car and drive to the level of success that you desire, because no one can stop you but you. One thing I like to say is my biggest enemy is my inner me. You are the only person stopping you from reaching where you want to be in life. All you got to do is just shake that shadow off and go get it, guys. So I'm excited. I'm not gonna hold too much of your time tonight. We're at 45 minutes. We're going to an hour, so I'm gonna open up the call now for any questions for like the next couple of minutes, and we'll go from there. So guys, unmute yourself if you have any questions, and we can go ahead and get them answered.
Hey, Josh.
Hello, who do we got?
Anthony.
Hey,
Can,
Wally, how's it going?
all right. Can you just elaborate more on the new agent email? I came on late. I was trying to get on, but I had some problems.
Okay.
The new agent email I came in at that point.
Okay, the meaning the back office, the portal. Oh no no
Right.
no 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 no, the agent, the PDFs.
It was PDS.
Yes. Now what it's gonna say, Wally? If you go
Yeah.
into your email, I don't know which email you're using. If you're using the first one or the second one, but I emailed it to both. It says complete new agent package. Okay.
Okay.
And when you go to that email, you're gonna see maybe 20 different PDF links that you can click on.
Okay. Okay.
You go through there and download the ones that you need. And if you have a printer, I think you do got a printer. You
Yeah.
print off the tracking sheets, so that way when you're out in the field, you can actually use those daily. I print off maybe five. I print off five a week, whether I go out 5 days or if I go out 3 days. I try to print off five a week, and every single day that I go out, I use one of those tracking sheets. And at the end of the week, when you go back and look at it, man, it makes a huge difference when you can actually see a breakdown of the activity that you created. On the tracking sheets, it gives you slots for 25 people to see in a day. It gives you 25 names, like empty tabs for names, what type of lead, if you got a presentation, if you sold them or not, and 25 people, 5 days a week. That's 125 connections you make in a week. You tell me if you talk to 125 people, you're not going to make some sales.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No problem. Any other questions? All right, guys, don't be a secret agent. Any questions are welcome. If we don't have any questions, I'll go ahead and close it out. But if you guys have any questions, or if it's something that I didn't go over or I went over it too fast, now's the time. Okay, I got a question up here. Thank you, Dorothy. All right. Mr. Patel, any questions? I see you had a question earlier and it got answered, but do you have any questions, Mr. Patel? Okay. All right then. Well, thank you guys for taking, hold on a second. Got another question. It's in the chat. Can you offer accidental death as a standalone product? If so, what ages? Now, with the Slice app, I believe you may have, I believe you may have had that opportunity when we were doing paper apps, but through the Slice app, no, there's no way that you can just offer the accidental death without, having it attached to a policy, because the way that Senior Life does the accidental, it's a double indemnity. So they attach it as a death benefit if the client passed in any form of an accident. Okay, I hope that answered your question. Do we have any resources for telesales? Yes, that's the, if you refer back to the new agent complete package, um, what it's going to say, it's not going to say new agent complete package. So let me clarify that. It's going to say complete new agent package in your email. So as soon as you got contracted, whether you spoke with Sharnetta or whoever your upline, your direct upline is, they should have sent you an email that says complete new agent package. And inside of there, there's a voice telesales script that you can listen to someone that recorded themselves doing a telesales call. There's an actual telesales script for you to go on there and look at, how to, set the appointment if you want to read it verbally or if you want to listen to it. There's both forms on there. There's also an actual telesales recording of a sale, like someone actually doing a telesale on the recording. That should be in the email as well. And if you don't have that, just I'm gonna put my phone number in the chat box and my email, and you can just send me a message and I'll make sure you get that information. But all of that should be in there for telesales. It has rebuttals, objections, things that your client might say over the phone and ways to overcome it. Has a lot of those things inside of there. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do now is put my email address in the chat so that way you guys can let me know if you don't have that or if you need anything else. It'll be here, and here is my phone number as well. And guys, oh man, I did that wrong. I put my name. Sorry, not my phone number. So, and guys, we always say that the only stupid question is the one that you're afraid to ask. So if you guys really want to learn, really want to get better, if you're having any issues, anything, obstacles that you've ran into in the field, like when we do these calls, these are the perfect time to get all of your questions answered, because of course, as we know, all of us are in different states. We're not actually physically with each other where we can connect on a regular basis. So these calls is how we do that. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and every other Saturday we do an appointment setting call party. So Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, and every other Saturday we do a call party. So that way you guys can actually hear live people setting appointments. So that way you know how to go about it. Guys, the system is set up for all of you to succeed. We want you guys to succeed, but the only way you guys can succeed is if you're actually intentional and you participate with the things that we got going on, because we set these trainers up for a reason. The reason I say that is because when me and Sharnetta got started, we didn't have this. We had trainings once a week on a random day, and we found a way to get you guys plugged in, because we knew what we were lacking in the beginning. If we had this system that we've created for you guys with the trainings weekly, guys, we'd probably be a lot further ahead in 3 years than we are now. But we've had a lot of great success in building this system and helping individuals reach levels of success that they want. So definitely I say plug in to this system because it works. It's very, very simple. If you're having issues, there's always somebody you can reach out to. If you're not on the group me, make sure you let one of us know, send that email or text message that you're not on the group me, because that's another way we stay plugged in, on the calls every week. And if you have a question and you can't reach somebody because your workout partner, which we call workout partner, your, teammates, teams, individuals you work with in your agency, if you can't reach somebody on the phone, or if you can't reach your upline for whatever reason, being on the group me, you can just shoot a question to the group me and get that answer. Somebody will always respond and help you out. But if it's something that you can handle with your upline, please try to call them first. But guys, if you don't have any other questions tonight, I want to say have an amazing night, have a blessed evening, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next training. Okay. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
No problem. No problem. Thank you guys for taking the time out. Have a blessed night.
Thank you.